Hello, and welcome to a special edition of my Star Wars book reviews. This and the next video will in fact be about my favorite Star Wars books that I've read thus far. Now, if my camera person could please turn to my bookshelves to give you an idea of how many Star Wars books I've read. Those are all Star Wars books. Okay, back to me. So, the first Star Wars books that I've ever read, and still rank in my favorites, because my favorites tied between two different, I guess I want to call them storylines, because one of them is a trilogy, but between two sets of books is, the Han Solo trilogies. My absolute first Star Wars books I've ever read, this is the Han Solo trilogy. Alright, and they are amazing books. It gives a lot of character backstory, new creatures. Like, look at that thing. That's a effing Togorian, and that thing rules. And yeah, basically it follows Han's adventures as a child, and how he met Chewbacca, working for Jabba, running with Boba Fett, how he got the Millennium Falcon, all sorts of stuff. And actually, while I'm talking about these books, I don't want you to get them confused with the Han Solo Adventures. Now, if you looked at a Del Rey timeline, as I explained in my first video, cop that up, you could see where all the books go in order. And actually, the order is this book, this book. You read the first couple, maybe half of this book, and then the author writes, Han had more adventures out in the Outer Rim. Read about them in this book. And then the stories continue. The reason for this is this book, along with Splinter of the Mind's Eye and the Lando Calrissian Adventures, were written back when Star Wars first came out, the movie. So, the canon was really loose, and they could the authors sort of had more free range to do whatever they wanted, because there was no set timeline the stories had to take place in. All George Lucas said was it took these two books take place sometime before the movie, and then Splinters of the Mind's Eye, as a lot of you will already know, takes place between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, these books are definitely tied for my favorite Star Wars books ever. And if I had to pick a most favorite out of them, I'd probably pick... I can't pick. These red, blue, and gold, the colors of my Star Wars universe.